What's up, guys? I'm going to give some predictions on UFC 149, Barao versus Faber, this Saturday, July 21st. I'll start off with Faber and Barao. Faber is the underdog, and Barao is the favorite at minus 200, and I believe Faber's plus 160. It's an interesting fight, a big fight for the Bantamweight division. On paper, Faber, you can't ever count Faber out. He's tough, great wrestler, strong hands, fast, speed. But at the same time, you got Barao, who, if you watch Faber's fight against Aldo, Faber had a really tough time with the leg kicks, the speed. So I'm interested to see what happens in this fight when it goes into the later rounds, if Barao's got the gas tank to keep up with Faber, because, Faber's a grinder, Faber can keep pushing. But right now, on paper, I would have to go with Barao. Stylistically, I think it's a bad fight for Faber. Let's go with the next one. We got Hector Lombard versus Tim Boetsch. I believe Tim Boetsch, you can't really count him out. He's a beast, man. I believe his nickname is Barbarian. It's like that for a good reason. The guy always comes out to fight. And then on the other side, you got Hector Lombard, man, who's just been on a tear in Bellator. Defended his title a bunch of times. The guy's explosive, short. So Boetsch right now is the underdog at plus 240, and Lombard is the favorite at minus 310. So I'm gonna have to go. I believe Lombard. I don't believe that Boetsch can be able to withstand Lombard's explosive flurries and that pressure in the beginning. So I could see Boetsch pulling it off if he can withstand those flurries in the beginning, but I got to go with Lombard on that one. The next one is Cheick Kongo versus Shawn Jordan. This is a very interesting matchup. Obviously, Cheick Kongo's been around for a while, got a lot of experience. He's got a pretty good height advantage, but the Shawn Jordan looks tough. Cheick Kongo it's actually it's tied up right now at minus 115, so there's not really a favorite in that fight. But for me, I would have to go with Cheick Kongo just on the reach and the striking. So we'll see if Shawn the Savage Jordan can get past that reach and that good stand-up skills of Cheick Kongo. But I believe Cheick Kongo will win that fight, probably by TKO or KO. The next fight is a really interesting fight to me. Brian Ebersole versus James Head. Brian Ebersole is burst onto the scene. The guy, he's got his own style, a crazy amount of experience, and what he does good. He believes in what he does. James Head is a very tough guy, good striking, but I believe Brian Ebersole is going to grind out a good win in this fight. I know he can finish him stand up or on the ground, as you've seen in Ebersole's past fights. He can go the distance in a close fight, which he did against TJ Wahlberger. And, he beat up Chris Lytle pretty good. So I'd have to go with Brian Ebersole in that fight. I believe it'll be probably TKO. The next fight, Clements versus Matt Riddle. It's another very interesting fight. Both guys are, explosive and strong. Chris Clements, I know he comes out of the Canadian with, Sam Stout, Mark Hominick, those guys over there. So obviously he's got good striking. He's probably got very good sprawl. And but Matt Riddle, man, he gets better with every fight. He's grown up in the UFC. This guy came off the Ultimate Fighter, and when he got to the UFC, he had his first pro fight in the UFC, and he's been doing good. I think he's had 5-6 fights in the UFC, and he's won a majority of them. So I see Matt Riddle, getting this fight to the ground, banging on the feet, and then when he gets to the ground, I believe he'll find a way to finish Chris Clements. So I have to go with Matt Riddle on that one. So UFC 149, July 21st, which is this Saturday. Check it out. A lot of interesting fights on the card. I can't wait. UFC put on a great card. So make sure you guys tune in. So Team Fury, that's our predictions.